Anyway, so this one's from my private Cubs diaries, and so yeah. Basically, this is a map of the polar. I think it is a map of the polar vortex 2025, and then I would assume like it goes this way 2026 when it gets warm. So if it goes that way, so right now, basically all I'm thinking is that to my little niche audiences out there, and I'm trying to revamp and then re-jump start YouTube kind of, and so, but I might lose this channel in doing so. So but anyway, basically the polar vortex, it's allowing these storms to kind of go around us, for now. But like this, and it's already, we'll probably have a short winter, and it's probably already entering, spring, or like I don't know, it could change any moment, man, pretty much, man. But it seems like we're just gonna have a short winter. So if this dude's already, going back, and then I don't know, like that, and like the safety pattern, and and protecting us from all this stuff is gonna kind of like shift, and so that line where it protects us is gonna kind of go. So basically, all this is open to like a little sus and crazy around these storms, and so and like some Australian dust was there too, just some off topic, man. But there was some Australian dust that was coming in sprinkling, man. But I think now because the wind patterns kind of picked up, it kind of adjusted itself, and so now that dust is basically either the dust isn't going to come up here into the northern hemisphere anymore, and won't reach Europe anymore, and it will just stay down here. Hopefully that happens, man. Or like that, it's going to get dusty pretty much, man. So I don't know, it's just a lot of speculation, man. But so I just thought I'd bring it to YouTube. It's just like for creative stuff, so I don't know if they don't, if we can't even get traction for our creative stuff on YouTube, then I don't know. But I don't want to get political, and I want to make this, make it all awesome though. So yeah, but I don't know. It was just actually, yeah. So I made a video out in Awatiki, and then I kind of like that I did that at the same time right before this atmospheric river came into California, and I think that video kind of like kind of disrupted that, made like a little eddy current, ran like a little whirlwind. So that's kind of where this data comes from. I'm like, yeah, from that eddy current, man. I'm like, that little whirlwind, I'm like, yeah, kind of told us a lot, man. So there's gonna be wind coming down, that's salty, have some fresh water coming in from this way, and like that the natural earth spin, man, it's gonna have all that, so all those three things one day will probably mix up, man. I'm swapping, all that stuff, and yeah. So anyway, basically that's where it's at, man. But I don't know, I'm just worried about like this is probably shifting now, that Arctic polar vortex, and it's probably shifting, and so I don't know, hopefully not, man. But like that, and all of the Greenland ice, and all of the Great Lakes water, and that is going to be a perfect little balance right there, and it's going to start digging in and melting it, and all that water is going to come down here, so hopefully it doesn't, so that's why I'm making this video though, basically. Sorry, little sus.